Hey guys, what's going on? Payne here once again, and welcome back to my Swansea City career mode on FIFA 14 Next Gen on the PS4. Now, in my first video with Swansea, we went through transfers. I've brought in the likes of Oriol Romeo from Valencia on loan. We've got Zaha, and we've also got Alexander Butner from Manchester United. They're all on loan. I wasn't really given that much of a transfer budget to spend in the summer transfer window, but we are moving on. We had a great opening day of the Premier League, to be fair. We drew against Manchester United at home. It was a 2-2 draw. It was a decent game as well. Really enjoyed that one. But you know what? I'm really feeling it. I think that this Swansea side could possibly push for maybe even Champions League qualification for next season if we could keep up this good run of form. We had to focus on our next game. We've got so many hard games coming up within the next 2 months. We've got the likes of Tottenham, as you're watching right now. We've got Liverpool, we've got Arsenal. No sign of Chelsea or City just yet, but they're games that we need to be concentrating on, trying to at least get a decent result from. And also we've got the opening of the Capital One Cup as well. So I'm really looking forward to actually continuing on with this Swansea career. I'm really excited. And also, whilst I do think about it, if any of you guys missed it, I did upload a new Valencia video. Basically what I said in that video is what the plan is for this channel. I am going to continue on with Valencia as well as Swansea, so you guys get to choose which one you want to watch. How awesome is that? But the thing is, with the Valencia career mode, I'm probably not going to upload it every day like I will with the Swansea one, but it's still here on the channel. It's not going away, because I was really enjoying it. I was really getting into actually taking Valencia to new heights in La Liga, and also bringing in new players. And I know there was quite a few of you guys that actually enjoyed watching that, so that's still there. But I'm probably going to upload it every other day, or maybe every 3 days. Whilst I do upload Swansea hopefully every day of the week. So that's the plan. So both Swansea and Valencia staying on this channel, and we've also got my WWE experience video. If you guys are into WWE and you missed that video, be sure to check out my recent uploads and you'll see the Royal Rumble there. The road to WrestleMania begins with that video, and I'm probably going to be uploading that once a week. So anyway, enough of discussing what I have planned for the channel for the time being. Let's discuss what is happening in this video right now. As you know, I'm taking on Tottenham at White Hart Lane, away from home in the Premier League. Former Valencia player Soldado opened up the scoring for his side, Tottenham Hotspurs, in the second half. But who should get the equaliser for Swansea but the loanee from Manchester United, Wilfried Zaha. It was his debut game for this Swansea side, because if you remember, I didn't even start him against Manchester United in that opening day fixture at the Liberty Stadium. Again, Tottenham are another top side in the Premier League that you need to watch out for. As we all know, in the summer they spent over 100 million on players like Christian Eriksen from Ajax. They've got Lamela, Soldado as well. But this Swansea side, we've only really brought in Wilfried Boney, who came for the sum of 16.5 million. We've got Oriol Romeo and Zaha and Butner. And when you think about it, you've got to admit that we've done pretty good to start off this season. 2 points in 2 games. Yeah, it's not the best, but it could have been worse, really. We could have lost both games, and we could find ourselves at the bottom of the table already. And once that happens, you lack confidence, and then it's even harder to try and climb up the table then. I did sell Leroy Lita for the sum of 525,000, so he is gone. He is out of there. He's not a Swansea City player anymore. It is transfer deadline day on Saturday, August the 31st. It's always a fun time, especially if you're watching Sky Sports News with Jim White and his many contacts around the Premier League. Leon Britton, we got an offer from Hanover for 4.3 million. Again, as I said in my previous video, I'm not going to be selling players that are a central figure within the Swansea side that's going to help us continue picking up good results. At the end of the day, the transfer window did come to a close. I didn't sign anyone else. I know a lot of you guys been leaving your awesome suggestions in the comments section below in my previous video of who I should bring in. As you know, I was only given 8 million to play with in the summer transfer window, which it's really not that much, especially today when you think of some of the players out there that, you know, will move to clubs for the likes of 16.5, like Wilfried Boney players that are going to come in and actually make a difference. But as we know, the transfer window reopens in January. It's open for a month, so that's just another opportunity for me to maybe bring in a couple of more players on loan, or maybe even spend that 8 million that I was given on suggestions that you left in the comment section below. So we'll just have to see, but in the meantime we've got to focus on all of our games leading up to January. This one was to be played at the Hawthorns against West Bromwich Albion. The game still stood at 0-0 at the hour mark of the game. Zaha, at the moment, he is on fire for Swansea after making that loan move from Manchester United in the summer. But this game against West Brom, it was a good opportunity to now pick up our first set of 3 points in the Premier League. We needed that to kickstart our season, to get going. Going back to Zaha, I did start him in this one simply because he put in a great performance against Tottenham in that previous fixture, even getting on the score sheet, and he did it again for Swansea. Second game for Swansea and 2 goals already under his belt. We found ourselves 1-0 up right on the 70th minute mark, and what a finish. Again, a PAYTON trademark finesse shot. All in all though, it was a tough game against a fresh West Brom side, but at the end of the day we managed to overcome them, beat them 1-0. It's 1-0, who cares? I would take it. It's my first set of 3 points with Swansea to add to the league table. I did need to watch some of the players' fitness as well in that game against West Brom, because we had this midweek fixture against MK Dons in the Capital One Cup. I did want to win this, and also it was an opportunity for me to play some of my youngsters. So we got the likes of Neil Taylor. He's not really a youngster, but he hasn't really been getting first team football at the start of the season, because obviously Alexander Butner has come in. His overall rating is much better than Neil Taylor as well. So I'm thinking for the time being, Butner, he's going to be my first choice left back. And just use Taylor on a rotational basis if Butner gets tired and can't play a game. So Neil Taylor will come in to replace him. This one though, it should have been a walk in the park against MK Dons, the opening of the Capital One Cup. Nathan Dyer opened up the scoring, made it 1-0 within 25 minutes gone of the game. All that was missing from this game was Wayne Routledge. If you missed my previous video, my first video of the Swansea City career, Wayne Routledge got injured pre-season and is going to be out for 4 months. I couldn't really start Zaha for this game against MK Dons, even though it was probably the perfect game for him to be in. But he was out due to lack of fitness, which was kind of annoying really. Michu almost made it 2-0 there with that diving header. The ball was curling, but luckily for the opposition's goalkeeper, that one of his back four were in the way and denied that from going through. It might have even have gone into the bottom corner. Who knows what would have happened there. So we was a goal to the good against MK Dons, but I would have liked more. You know, just to say, well, we're here to defend our Capital One Cup because we won it last season. It was looking very dodgy for MK Dons as Kay passed it back to his goalkeeper. He came running out with the ball and Leon Britton almost caught him there. And it would have just been an open goal. It would have been 2-0. But I think what it all came down to at the end of the day, for the game still stood at 1-0 come the 80th minute, should have been more really, if you ask me, against MK Dons, was the fact that I had rotated the squad too much. We had the likes of Alvaro on. I pretty much changed the back four, and I was just disappointed, and the team wasn't really gelling that well. So 80th minute, still 1-0 up against MK Dons. Leon Britton smashing corner, swinging that ball in. De Guzman, I was hoping that maybe he would have got a shot on target there with that volley after that corner from Britton. But again, nothing came of it. Pretty disappointing, to be honest. I do feel as though we maybe should have scored 1 or 2 more goals. But I've got to take my hat off to MK Dons. They did pretty well. It was always going to be a tough fixture for them, but they rose to that challenge, and unfortunately for them, they did lose 1-0. We are through to the next round of the Capital One Cup after a 1-0 win at MK Dons. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I do hope that you have all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.